Alright, welcome to today's playthrough. Today I'm going to be playing through Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This originally came out on the Nintendo DS. Well, it came out on the DS, but the first platform it came out on was the Game Boy Advance in Japan. So for some reason or another, they didn't bring that over here, and they waited until Nintendo waited until the DS, so they brought that here. So this is the WiiWare version, but it looks like it's been repurposed from the the DS version. So anyway, yeah. So let us begin. I'm gonna go to a court record 1, and we'll go with a new game. There's episode 5 in here, so I think that was a DLC. Okay, first turn about. Okay, we'll go with episode 1. Alright, so I've played through the first episode many times. Gasp. Gasp or heavy breathing. Oh no. It's a young lady. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. So there's gonna be a lot of reading. I've gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. Oh. I'll make it look like he did it. So yeah, this is going to be like 2 hours of reading and playing through the game, because this game is pretty much a, digital comic book, as you could say. I love the music on this game. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, it's Hot Lady. Hiya, Chief. Whew, I'm glad you made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's over. It's all over. Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair, oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Well, it sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there. No, hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Let's get to the bottom of this mystery. My name is Phoenix Wright. No, it's Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. I don't know what to say about that pun. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. Well, in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. You know, I would have never thought of, I never thought like a courtroom video game would have ever, what do you call it, made sense in the past. Like, because like when I first heard about this, I was like thinking, how is this gonna be any good? I mean, like, how is this gonna be engaging? Is it like are they gonna include like a puzzle, like a literal puzzle Tetris stages or something? But I don't know. Just I didn't get the what do you call it? I didn't get the idea of point and click adventures like as a kid because I never really played a PC. The closest thing I got to point and click adventures were, I guess choose your own adventure books that they used to give kids to read in the library. Anyway, so here we are in the courtroom. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, hands shaking, eyesight fading. I think I made a mom spaghetti joke around here before when I did my quick play. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant is Larry Butts, I think. Okay, I'm already forgetting the defendant is Larry Butts, yes. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Oh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. This is kind of like me when I was in high school and in university and exam time came. Yeah, you study like so there were times where I had to cram the night before, but most of the time I would take like 3 days. I usually would take 3 days to study the material up to the exam day. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know your victim's name. Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot, temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the plus button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Well, let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? Okay, let's see. Plus button is right here. I think it's Cindy Stone, but I'm gonna refresh myself. Loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Okay, I think we gotta go to profiles. There's Mia Fey, Larry Butts, Cindy Stone, Winston Payne. Okay, age 22. The victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Oh, okay, let's take a look at these guys here. Mia Fey, age 27. Chief attorney at Fey & Company. My boss and a very good defense attorney. Okay, there's Larry Butts, 23. The defendant in this case, a likable guy who was my friend in grade school. And there's Winston Payne, he's 52. The prosecutor for this case lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. So they basically gave me the glass jaw Joe of this game to start with. Okay, it's Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was not poisoned, hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. It says so right here. Time of death, January 31st, between 4 and 5. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Actually, I think, wearing a really sharp suit would help. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to court record. Right. Let's take a look at it. Okay, it's type weapon submitted as evidence by Prosecutor Payne. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. I just did. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Press the plus button to check the court record and do it frequently. Alright, Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope that he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Okay, he looks pretty calm. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim you had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to court record. Let's take a look at it immediately. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Okay. Alright, so the victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Alright. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies. Yes. Daddies? Sugar? Yes. Older men who gave her money and gifts. Basically a prostitute. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Mrs. Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? Yes. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oh, dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's just continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive was clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Oh, well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So I, didn't see her. Oh, I thought it was a woman at first. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Oh, okay, that's exactly what you said. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, this is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the band. Here he is. The killer. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct? Oh yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Oh, witness testimony. Okay. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I look inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I coiled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added to the court record. Now, Mr. Wright, let's take a look at this blackout. Okay, electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 on the day of the crime. Alright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there somewhere. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. So remember, press the witness with the minus button or waving the Wiimote. I'm not gonna do that. Then check your facts again with the plus button and point out the contradiction. Alright. Cross-examination time. Okay, hold on here. Just gonna grab a sip. It's a lot of reading. Excuse me. Okay. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw the man flee into the apartment. I thought he might be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking her strange to look inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed and frightened, found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Press. The phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no. No, it wasn't. Right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entryway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Okay. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Let's take a look at... you can also present with minus. Swing the remote while you're presenting evidence just to do that. No. Okay. Passport. Blackout record. Okay, I remember the time exactly is 1 p.m. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, there, which is autopsy report. The cause of death was, she was already dead at between 4 and 5. So we're going to present. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes that the time of death was at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time, and he's sweating bullets too. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That is all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. Ain't that the truth? See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Okay, time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I got this one. The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Really, was there? There was a blackout record. Stone's building was out from noon to 6. Might as well present that. Hold it right there. The prosecution said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Oh, he's gonna lie again. He's gonna change his lie. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw the time? You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Okay. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. Let's see. Let's present it. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? I'm not sure I follow. It clearly contradicts the, I thought. You don't sound very convinced, Mr. Wright. Objection overruled. Oh no, I lost one of my things. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Okay, he saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon the killer used to. Must have been what I saw. Okay, press. The murder weapon. Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Okay, okay, let's take a look at this again. Okay, present. Your Honor, what? Oh, okay. Okay, I guess that's not it. Okay, what do I do here? I forgot. There's a table clock. That must have been what I saw. Okay, what do I do here? Press? That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you could be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry, I only just remembered that table clock. A table clock? There was a table clock in there, wasn't there? Let's see here. Okay, I used everything except for the statue. Okay, present. Try this again. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. And as it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with the testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Oh, look at that, we're on a roll here. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. That's a pretty bold claim. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon you spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you're so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Oh. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn, give him death. Order. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is right on this one. I better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock, which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock here now. No, let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk to your way out of this one. Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify and look what happens. They treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Mia, I'm in chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste your time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, Wright. Find it and let him have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Well, let's see this evidence. Oh. Okay, the passport. The victim arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. We'll present. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh. Order. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client, he was arrested and had been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find a true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, Not guilty. He just decides just like that. No, what do you call it? No jury to figure it out. And with that, the court is adjourned. Adjourned. It turns out that Frank Sawat was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawat let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawat grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find and killed her. August 3rd, 2:22 p.m. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was, nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him. Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? It's a statue. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? Where'd you get that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you'll realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay me unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. On the next episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Okay, let's see. Yes. Okay, now we have episode 2 now. Turnabout Sisters. Whoa. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Yeah, I don't know how to do many female voices, so... Mia, what's up? I haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. Well, that's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that evidence then? Well, there's a possibility it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office, say 9 o'clock to pick it up? I'll be in pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, I'll see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded September 5, 9:27 a.m. Okay, guess we'll keep that in mind. September 5, 8:57 p.m. Fay and Company Law Offices. Seems like something bad's gonna happen. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you are not cogniferous of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh, my dear Fay, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you to die. Ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Oh no! It's killing Hot Chick. Oh. Okay, I thought it was the same dude for a second. Red, white, blue. Okay. September 5, 9:08 p.m. Ugh. Fay and Company Law Offices. Oh no. Oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. The chief must have gone home already. She said her sister is coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood. Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Examine. Let's see. Let's take a look around. I smell blood, and that can't be good. I have to check and see Mia if Chief's okay. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, I guess I gotta go look at the door. Okay, move. Office. Oh no, it's been ransacked. That smell. Blood. Oh. Sob. Sis. Somebody's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Snake! Who's this little girl? Who are you? Did she fall down? The strange girl dropped out cold. Oh, yes, she did. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then all too quickly, it began to fade, until finally she was cold. That is a heartbreaking thing to experience, because yeah, I was visiting a relative, a much older relative. He passed away, and then I went to go touch his forehead. He was still warm, and it looked like he was actually sleeping. Yeah, I don't know, just some time later, I touched his forehead again, and he was cold, and I don't know. I knew he was dead. I knew he passed away. And when I touched his forehead, it felt like he was still around. But when I touched his forehead again when he was cold, it just it's when it hit me. That's like, it is a heartbreaking thing to experience something like that. I don't know why I'm bringing this up. It's just one of those memories that'll always stick with me. Anyway, drop the heavy stuff for let's get back to this murder mystery. Chief. Okay, let's examine. Okay. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here. She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker, lying next to her, must have been the murder weapon. The thinker added to the court record. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of glass the light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Okay, glass shards. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Okay, let's take a look at it. The word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. Okay. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. Okay, I think, let's see. Examine. The chief's chair. A simple functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in too. Okay. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel. A nice luxurious place. Okay. Let's examine a few things. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filled her case records and recent rulings. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines, but all she used his PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. She's a lawyer, but she really cheaped out on a computer. A perfectly normal office desk. The chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff the clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Whoops. Examine. Right. I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like somebody was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please come quick. What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window. It's what's her name? It's Belle Delphine. I almost said Bella Thorne. She's staring right at me. I don't think, but Belle Delphine. She's holding a phone in her hand. Belle Delphine is not that endowed. Okay, let's. The phone receiver is missing a few screws. I better not use it. Okay. Move. Let's check the office here. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh, sofa. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside of court. Okay, examine. Okay. The reception desk. I usually sit here. Oh, he's a receptionist. You couldn't cram more legal books in here, even if you wanted to. A few can gaze upon the shelves without feeling insignificant. The door to the chief's office. It's slightly open. I better not touch the doorknob. I already did, but... A large painting. I guess you could call this modern art. I, on the other hand, call it a mistake. This sofa is for clients. It's leather, a real luxury model. Okay, talk? What happened? Actually, he was talking about, well, let's talk to her first. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me, can you tell me what happened? I came in. The room was dark. And sis. So she was already dead. You and the chief. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting. This late at night? Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes. It was that clock. It was the thinker. Okay. Present. Maya. The department store receipt with letters written in blood on the back. Let's take a look at this here. The broken remains of a glass light stand, broken beyond all recognition. The murder weapon looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock made by Larry Butts. Okay, we'll present this. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. Uh-oh. The police are here. The police. The policia. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police. Alright. I'm Detective Gumshoe C. Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. The woman with the big old bitties. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, Kay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have. Nah. Whoa. Excuse me. Eek. This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not... Clay's closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Oh, you're in big trouble now. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning, and I didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 9:07 a.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. How's things, kid? I'm somebody's bitch. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. Of course I will. It's not a chance. Well, I would say it's up to you. I better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never gonna believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I also heard about you. Heard? Heard about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Alright. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. I don't know why I said experience that way. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trouble you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit and watch. when I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. Okay, let's examine the room. Smile for the camera. There's a mannequin in a corner. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. He could be the royal guard at the Buckingham Palace. Or whatever, the Queen's Palace or something, those guys who wear those big black hats. Talk? Maya. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. Spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Okay, the day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the Thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes, I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. Your cell phone. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered. That detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo added to the court record. Okay, spirit mediums. So you're an acolyte, a medium in training. That's right. If I was on the run, I'd be a medium at large. Oh, sorry. Bad joke. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a sec. You said the Fae family? So, Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So, you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Accept. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? They're in a mountain. I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. They're 6 feet buried under my basement. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. what if this guy refuses? They told me if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 o'clock this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right. I'll be back. Okay, the day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I kinda gotten used to it. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Okay, I guess we could move. Let's take a look at our items here. A conversation I had with my sister is recorded on my cell phone. Receipt, Maya's memo. Okay, let's move. So long. Grossberg Law Offices. I should go to our office first. Let's take a look around. Do a little bit of world building. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Passing. Oh, sorry. I didn't know where you... Do I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Ah, I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy. He was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were... Detective Suede's Shoes. Detective Gumtree. No, Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right. At your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go call me Dick. Hey, Dick! Get over here! Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better go do it quick. Whew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Okay, let's examine. Take a look around here. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Maya's favorite potted plant, marijuana. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember, like marijuana. Cordyline stricta, pal. Who was that? Some dude, some police officer who knows his plants. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check out one of these days. I've never heard of The Day of the Dolphin. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing missing is Mia. You know, now that I think of it, The Day of the Dolphin is a horrible movie. I mean, like, I remember watching it, and it's a horrible movie. I say don't watch it. It has to do with animal cruelty. Examine. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is that of Mia probably read all of these. I should have said something. I should have picked a different movie instead of saying The Day of the Dolphin. I should have said something like Star Wars Episode 3 or something. Or no, The Last Jedi. That was a really bad movie. Actually, it was a good movie disguised as a Star Wars movie disguised as a bad movie. You could also take that backwards too, however you view it. Anyway. Okay. There's a horror. Okay, legal books. Scarier Me has read all these. Okay. Let's talk to Dickwad here. Mia. About Miss Faye, do you have an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have well been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get to get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Autopsy report added to the court record. Oh, look at that. He just gave it up. Maya. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city's put prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure that you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait. You do know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of the back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with almost an abnormal passion. I never imagined to be facing him so soon. There's Gumshoe looking at him thinking why is this guy just standing there staring at me? Just a long gaze and just thinking. Okay, move. Okay, actually, let's take a look at the autopsy report. Time of death. Let's see, was that January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September 5th. Okay, so it's been a couple of months since the first case. Okay, at 9 p.m., caused single blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous. Received from Detective Gumshoe. Okay, let us move. Let's go to Grossberg Law Offices. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Examine. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves, filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Well, it's not like it was almost like my bookshelf of games that haven't been played, but I'm fixing that. Okay. The solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Okay, can I examine that? Okay. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that letter is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. You know, I don't think make a good lawyer because I think it would eat me up inside to, let's say, defend somebody who clearly murdered their own toddler child and somebody who just doesn't know how to lie well. Like, I don't know how people can take money from somebody like that. Okay, move. Okay, let's go back to the detention center and give her the bad news. Hey, what is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. I better go see if I can find the lead lawyer she's talking about. Okay, move. I guess I gotta go back here. Am I supposed to look for something else? Okay. Wait, did I read that? Mia's desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. Okay, Oops, I meant to go to the detention center. Okay, talk. Your family. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? She could still be alive? Your mother. Your mum. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say that ESP runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yes, I gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or else I would lose my ESP. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. Your mother's enemy? So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait. Didn't they use a spirit medium? No, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try contact the victim. Wow. So what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But the man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all about the... He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became the laughing stock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me, White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Okay, so now we have a name. Let's go back to Grossberg office. Maybe we should go back to Fay in law office and talk to, what's his name, Dick Shoe. Move. Examine. Okay, move. No, wait, hold on. Present. Let's see, Maya's memo, Maya's autopsy. I wanted to ask you about your cell phone. That detective took it when they brought me in. So, Gumshoe took it. I'll have to try to get it back next time I see him. Oh, okay. Move? Actually, yeah, I'm supposed to... I think I gotta present this thing to him. Okay, present. I was wondering, did you see Maya Fay's cell phone? Oh, that. I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'd give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, it's just, detective. Nope. I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all the little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Received Maya's cell phone. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I asked all the questions I needed to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you plan on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witnesses with your lawyerly ways, pal. Oh, yeah. It's, Belle Delphine. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? Aha! You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until a trial. So, she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Let's take a look. Actually, let's see. Check. September 5, 9:27 a.m. Maya. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, this is the conversation that we saw in the beginning. Alright. Now let's move. We can go to the hotel. Let's go to the detention center and see if she has anything more to talk. We'll present the phone. See if that opens up any conversation. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. Actually, let's present this thing here. Remember that receipt? You mean the one with my name on it? Any idea why she... Absolutely none. Do you trust me? I trust you. I trust you. Why? Don't you think I did it too? No, I don't. It's just a hunch, but that detective thinks I did it. Detective. Let's see. Let's move to the Gatewater Hotel. See if we could talk to the... Oh, September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Look at her. She's holding... She's trying to be all kitty cat cute. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? I'm the detective told me. He said don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. I can't laugh. Memo to sell. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all exciting. I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Examine. Okay, let's take a look around. I know there's something right here, but we'll check it out in a moment. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fane Company Law Office building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. I like the music. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Oh, what is there left to look at? The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. What is this? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode there for a second. I wonder what that could be inside the drawer. Okay, she came back just in the nick of time to save her guilty arse. She probably is guilty, because she's wearing pink like the other dude. Let's see. Examine? No, I think I examined already. Talk? What you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observed. Incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Oh, that's probably not what she was actually saying. I better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please. Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll have to come to the court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Miss May. Could you just who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, could you just tell me what is it you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. This room. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what an amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like noisy little lawyers. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. Move. Let's go back to Grossberg Law Offices. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait and hear for him to come back. Ahem. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Oh, okay. Aha. So you're the one they've been... So you're the one they... You're the one they say that's been looking for me. Well, yeah, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes. Well, yes. And what is it you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? And how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why this strange reaction? Ah, cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go talking to cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion. What's going on? He refused me even before I got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Okay, talk. Your refusal. How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me, why won't you take the case? Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course. I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Thank God. Burn the place down. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon. But could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That painting. That's quite a painting. Aha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. I'm not buying. Jeez. Okay, present. Could you please leave? He's probably not going to talk about anything. Maybe if I give her an autopsy report. Very sorry, but I got nothing more to say regarding this matter. Time to move back to the detention center. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Visitor's room. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused my help? He refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Defend Maya. I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, I can't abandon you. Someone else is the culprit. I don't know why. Someone else is the culprit. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about the whole thing that smells fishy. That witness's strange behavior, was that all an act? And the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know, I've been there. A long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Oh, she's all choked up. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right. Thank you. Whew, she smiled at last. Looks like she looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into that drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Okay. Talk. Okay, she's all talked out. I don't think I got nothing else to present her. Move. Gatewater Hotel. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, hey! Oh, why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. I almost forgot. You came back quick. I might ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White. All right, Mr. White of Blue Corp. Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. Oh. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Well, let's examine this thing then. See what this is. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Well, added to court record. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? I don't know. There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to the bottom of this... No, I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean... You know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, you still there? Oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. I want to bang you, is what he's trying not to say. To be continued. Save clear data up to this point. Yes. Okay, September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, number 1. The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence of she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. You may call your first witness. The prosecution calls the chief officer of the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Detective Dick Gumshoe. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by the window here, and the cause of death. Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Witness testimony. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed into the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why, we had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, sir, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. All right, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Cross-examination. Okay, that's Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came, I rushed into the sheen. Okay, floor plans. The murder scene, though. The Fey and company law offices press the A button for details. Okay, there's the view from the window. Found in Miss May's hotel room. Okay, murder weapon looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock made by Larry Butts. Broken remains of a glass light stand, broken beyond all recognition. Okay. Called in to rush to the scene. There were two people there already. Okay, let's go. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey. I immediately arrested Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. Press. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah. If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh. Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly. What about this suspicious woman in pink's claim that was hard evidence? What? Miss Maya isn't suspicious. No, Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? Well, I know. I'm real embarrassed. Forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Cross-examination. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes, found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word my lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Oh yeah, look at this. The autopsy report says she died instantaneous. Present. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. Oh, what? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But, no but in your way out of this one, detective. Order. The defense has the point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but what exactly did you obtain that? No, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day of the murder. The day after the murder. I forgot. No, the day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being, that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. Hold back your applause. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. No, I'm just born amazing, that's all. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. The detective's a sham. I'm a sham. I guess I'll say you're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. Oh. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy updated in the court record. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests that the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Please. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? She seems very guilty. A guilty party, if you must. Witness your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. Jiggle. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking and bouncing. Ah, yes. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in court, for two obvious reasons. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th, when the murder occurred? Gee, I was in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Company law offices? Yes, that's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Okay, I think this is gonna have to wait because we are at our time, and I'm gonna just stop the episode here for now, and we will catch up with the rest of this court proceeding. So who would have thought a lawyer court thing would be, well, this is clearly very played up to be entertaining and stuff like that, and it's very anime-ish and has quite a bit of humor. So far I'm enjoying what I'm playing, and this is only the first game in a trilogy of this series here. But anyway, so yeah, we'll carry on this in the next video. So until then, we'll see ya. Have a good one.